So let's begin with the Declaration of Christiac Intention. I'm going to read it out loud. You may just follow along as well and read it out loud with yourself too. Declaration of Christiac Intention. Blessed be in the name of the one true God and the ever Holy Spirit that joins us all in this gathering today as the universal children of God assemble in their divine Christed stand. Blessed be the hearts, minds, bodies, and spirits of all gathered here as the pure and impeccable intention we set forth with divine decree. To the loving one, true source of all creation, let my will be thy will. Let my action be thy action. Let my love be thy love. Let my power be thy power on this day. And may we, now gathered, serve as the vessels of thy good works and everlasting intention. On this day, we present, call into action, the love, truth, power, and glory of our eternal Christ within. On this day, we, in our Christ power and love, set forth to reclaim and against sanctify the ever-holy divine Christiac divine blueprint of this sacred land called Earth, in the name of the all that is holy, just, and true, and on behalf of the original intentions of the one true God, and all beings in all worlds who have long suffered to protect God's will intact. In our Christ presence now, and upon decree and amplification of the power of love of our eternal Christ, fire within, we go forth now to victory in the long-awaited fulfillment of the divine healing and resurrection of this earth to its holy Christed status. May we present, humbly open our hearts in only the Christed way, to be touched now by the truth of divine joy, freedom, and love. For all our long burdened earth mother and all beings who have passed through her womb are now returned to the Christ fold of eternal light, sound, and divine right order. May we once again welcome our beloved earth into God's house of many mansions as an officially recognized member of the Universal Association of Free Worlds. On this day, we celebrate the victory of Earth's triumph over the forces of darkness and chaos that have presided here over the previous cycle. Today, we humbly assist the many guardian races of the God worlds in ushering Earth and her peoples into a new and lasting cycle of Christed love and divine right enlightenment. May we, as we go forth now in victory, offer an intention of healing, love, freedom, and remembrance to all races and beings of all universes, and a special prayer of unconditional Christiac love and forgiveness to the fallen beings still ruled by the merciless forces of chaos. May all be healed in loving Christiac victory by the loving power of my own Christos. It is decreed, and by such it is done. Taeja intadore, taeja intadore, taeja intadore. Good. So that is something that you can you can read and repeat out loud as a daily practice. It really does set the intention for your day and establish your connection to your Christed self. That feels good. Okay.
Do you have that? Like, is that somewhere that you can get it?
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put everything in that Telegram chat and pin it. So you can find it in the pin. You can download it to your device. You can print it out, frame it, put it on your wall, whatever you want to do. Absolutely. I'm going to give you several things that you can do in that manner, and they will be in the Telegram chat. So let's just see. Okay. It's dinner time here in the Netherlands. Okay. Thank you, Hannah. No worries. I'm glad you're here. Right. So I think the first thing that we should do is we should look at the 12 attitudes and mastery. This document, I'm sharing my screen again. This document here is what is already pinned in the Telegram chat. You don't have to read the whole thing. I will first say, actually, before we begin this, is that I'm not teaching the 15th dimensional time matrix here. That is information that you can acquire with your own study with Keylontic Science Level 1 that is located in the master document. There's videos and there's a PDF which you can read through to get a basic understanding of the 15th dimensional time matrix, the grids that we have, the chakra system. All of that information is available to you, and I'm not teaching it here. I'm simply presenting a protocol to begin practicing techniques for bioregenesis. So the study that you are required to do for this journey is on your own. There are many teachers out there, free YouTube channels. There's so many resources. There are people discussing these topics and and revisiting them often to kind of understand them a bit deeper. So it's a learning journey. I feel like it's always ever unfolding, and it is not something I'm presenting in this series. It is simply just, let's get some techniques. We need, number one, protection. We need to know that we're pulling up the Maharic energies and frequencies into our bodies, and that we're establishing an awakening of our DNA right away. The rest is up to you for self-study on what this is, why we're doing it, how it looks, and all that business. There's so much really to get into, but we're really just going to follow with the structure that I outlined for what I think is best to address. So the 12 attitudes and 12 responsibilities of mastery. This document is available to you. It is in the master document, and it is in the Telegram channel. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to start with visiting the 12 attitudes of mastery and the 12 responsibilities of mastery. And you can absolutely open this document and read them. I highly recommend it. You read the introduction, which is very, very good. And then you can then read the full description of attitudes of mastery and attitudes of responsibility, each one. There's 12 of each. What I'm going to do to keep us all accountable is we're going to practice a daily meditation and mantra on each of them and reflecting on them. I highly recommend you get a journal and a notebook, because every day we're going to visit a set of the attitudes and mastery. I'm going to present it in this way. Where is it? Here we go. I'm going to present it. I'm going to make some graphics for easy access, so you don't have to go and open a document and read every day, because that might be something you're unable to do. But I'm going to make graphics that highlight some text within the document that have the mantra that I highly recommend that you meditate on. And of course, there's always something to ponder, right? That is something that you can envision or visualize or pause with as a daily practice. Embodying the 12 attitudes and mastery is definitely required. And before we begin any of these freedom teachings or bioregenesis techniques, because if you're not living the 12 attitudes and mastery, then perhaps you might not be ready, and you might not be embodying fully the teachings and or the techniques, and you won't be receiving the impact of the techniques as succinctly as if you were actually embodying the attitudes of mastery and the attitudes of responsibility, the responsibilities of mastery. So they're all listed here. I think what I want to start by, I did find something in here that I thought was really, really important. Let's see. Okay. So these standards of mastery, attitudes and responsibilities of mastery, do not embody the freedom, luxury to exercise distortions. They do not permit us to hurl insults at another, take another's inventory, point fingers, exhibit racism, etc. So it really just keeps us in alignment with our true inner Christos self, and really engaging properly on this planet with other human beings. They really need that. They need someone to be with integrity. They need somebody to be holding love in their heart. Humanity needs it. Earth needs it. And we need it individually. And the impact we can have on others is profound. So it protects us from this, from these things that can happen. And it also helps us recognize that when we see this with another, we know that they're not practicing the 12 attitudes of mastery and attitude. The 12 attitudes and responsibilities of mastery. That's a mouthful, that one. So I highly recommend you read through this, because there are definitely some really important pieces that really help us why we're doing this. Okay. So the integration of our higher selves, expansion of our consciousness. That's why we're here. That's why we're doing this. We are reprogramming the way we think. So whenever we speak out loud, the meditation or the mantra that goes along with each one, we are literally changing our morphogenetic field. Okay. And then we're healing aspects of ourselves. We're awakening our DNA as we speak out loud some of these mantras that come along with them. So that's what I'm going to suggest, is that you read the intro, and you can simply scroll to the 12 attitudes of mastery and the 12 responsibilities of mastery, and a little write-up that comes along with them. Read them. And then there will be a little mantra along with that too. So I will post these, and today will be day 1, okay, which is love and self-actualization. And then I will post day 2 tomorrow. Hopefully I can stay on track with that. Okay, so please know that I place it in your hands to visit this in your own time. However, because I feel that in this time and age, we are faced with some extremely challenging times. We are experiencing perhaps maybe some, dark infiltration issues. We need protection. We need to help ourselves now. I'm trying to expand this. Here we go. So the first thing I want to introduce to you is this symbol. Symbol codes hold a frequency and a scalar resonance. They do impact us. When we visualize symbols and imagine them within our body, we are creating a space where we are introducing that frequency to our system. And so this particular symbol, I know a lot of people have complained that it looks like a Masonic thing, or it looks like a Jewish thing or a religious thing. It actually is the Merkaba. It is a sacred symbol of the Merkaba, which we are using. The color is important. The color denotes the dimensional frequency with which we are activating within our body. And this, in this aspect, is silver. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go right into the meditation, and then we're going to look at the Psonn of Lyra, and we're going to sing that together. And then we're going to look at the Epsilon technique as well. And then that will hopefully give you enough, because this will be part of your daily practice, the full meditation of the Maharic shielding technique, and then daily and regular use of the Epsilon technique. That's what you're going to need to do every day, as well as singing the Psonn of Lyra, which I will introduce to you. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to place this symbol here, but I'm going to also reference what was pinned in our chat. We have the invocation of the Maharata pinned in the chat, as well as really handy, helpful images. I think what I'll do is I'll share that for you so you can see. Here we go. This is pinned in the chat for you. Okay, this is for you to use. I'm going to go through this meditation with you. You can look and use your eyes and stare at the image. You can obviously do this on your own time. There are actually several videos that I pinned as well. Where are they? There's great visuals on YouTube, and I have them pinned right here. Where is it? There's one that's really good. Here's a good one. It has a visual for you as a guide, so you can do it eyes open, which is how I like to do it. Some people have struggles visualizing, in which case you can open your eyes and simply stare at the symbol, and an intention that it is within your body and moving through your central channel. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at, for reference to do this meditation. I lost it. Apologies. There we go. Now it's moving. Here we go. I'm going to use this. This is the invocation of the Maharata. I'm going to teach you to sing it. But first, let's do this meditation. Okay, I'm going to walk through this, and you're going to either with eyes open or closed begin the meditation. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play some music to help get us a little relaxed and kind of in the mood. Let me see now. I'm going to stop share. I think I have to share some music, audio. There we go. Okay, so we're about to begin a little meditation. Remember, this is recorded. You can absolutely do this later if you're unable to. Okay. So, the Maharic seal and liquid light cleanse. Close your eyes and visualize the image of a flat, two-dimensional line drawing of a six-pointed Star of David, the Merkaba star, of white light, right inside your forehead. Imagine the symbol is there in your pineal gland, this white Merkaba star. Now move the white star over to the left in your inner field of vision. And in the center of your inner field of vision, imagine another Merkaba star made of dark silver light. The color is kind of like cookware. This dark gray, silvery color. Now, imagine the two Merkaba stars in your inner field of vision. Move them towards each other into the center of your field of vision. and combine them to create a pale silver light. This is called the Hierophant. It is the scalar wave template that governs the release of phase lock on the Maharic shield. Visualize, imagine the Hierophant seal clearly in your mind. Then start to visualize, start to hear the sound of your own breathing. With several deep breaths, on the next exhale, push the Hierophant down through your central channel of your body current into the Earth's core. Take a few more slow breaths. Imagine the Hierophant symbol in the center of Earth's core. See the Hierophant beginning to spin inside the Earth's core. The dark silver Merkaba star and the white Merkaba star are spinning in opposite directions. Make them spin faster until it takes a life of its own and pops and expands and forms a sphere of light, pale silver light, spinning within Earth's core. Observe the pale silver Hierophant sphere spinning in Earth's core. Visualize a horizontal pale silver spinning disk emerging out from the sphere, forming a massive pale silver disk of light, spinning throughout the Earth and extending outward into the atmosphere as a rotating horizontal disk plane. While remaining aware of the planetary Maharic shield spinning on a horizontal plane throughout the Earth's body, return the focus of your attention to the spinning silver Hierophant sphere rotating at Earth's core. Take several slow, deep breaths while visualizing, imagining the Hierophant sphere spinning in Earth's core. With an inhale, draw the Hierophant sphere up from Earth's core with the inhale breath forming a pale silver cord about 6 inches thick, trailing behind the Hierophant as it rises to the 12th chakra, 6 inches below your feet. Now, stop the movement of the Hierophant in the center of the 12th chakra. Imagine the sphere beginning to split and visualize the diameter of the 12th chakra disc expanding to about 6 feet in diameter as the Hierophant spins at its center. Take a few slow, deep breaths as the Hierophant spins in the center of the 12th chakra. You are creating a disc 6 inches below your feet, where it is spinning. On the next inhale, draw the Hierophant sphere up from the 12th chakra below your feet, through the central body channel and up to the 14th chakra, 36 inches above the head. As the Hierophant sphere rises, visualize the 6-inch thick silver cord drawing up through the 12th chakra and farther up through the central body current, following the path of the Hierophant sphere to the 14th chakra. Visualize the silver cord as a long, thick, pale silver cord of light, all the way up to the 14th chakra, 36 inches above the head. Feel this and imagine this wave of energy running through the center of your body with a few deep cleansing breaths. Now exhale. Push the spinning Hierophant down through the central body current while leaving the top end of the pale silver cord attached to the 14th chakra. Move the Hierophant down through the 12th chakra, 6 inches below the feet, and stop the Hierophant 6 inches below the 12th chakra, a position about 12 inches below the feet. Breathe slowly and visualize the Hierophant. Visualize the Hierophant spinning progressively faster, 12 inches beneath the feet, until the Hierophant takes on a life of its own and suddenly pops and expands to form an expanding horizontal disc of pale silver light spinning 12 inches beneath the feet. Call to mind the image of the massive horizontal disc of pale silver light spinning through the Earth's body, the planetary Maharic shield. Imagine the sensation of the large spinning pale silver platform of disc spinning 12 inches beneath your feet, which is your personal Maharic shield. Breathe slowly and deeply, visualizing, imagining a massive rush of pure, cool, pale silver energy running from the planetary Maharic shield up through the pale silver cord and into your personal Maharic shield beneath your feet. Breathe as this energy runs, filling your Maharic shield to its energy holding capacity. Now, at this point, the disc and the pale silver energy takes a life of its own. Imagine it pop and expand, oscillating pale silver light as a pillar, permeating the body, all around you and above you, rising above the head. Feel the reality of the body encased in this cool, refreshing, pale silver pillar of oscillating light. Take some time to feel this. Take some deep breaths. Really feel it there, this nice cooling sensation of pale silver light. Place your attention for a moment on the 13th chakra in Earth's core. Inhale a final spark of pale silver light from Earth's core, drawing the spark up through the pale silver cord into the main vertical channel of the Kathara grid and into the center of the 4th heart chakra. Breathe slowly and easily while visualizing energy from the silver spark throughout the embodiment of the 12th tree Kathara grid. Good. Feel the sensation of being completely surrounded by and filled with this beautiful light. The Maharic seal, pale silver pillar of light, will remain in your bioenergetic field between 1 to 3 hours. It is recommended that you do this twice daily, once in the morning, once in the evening. If you choose, once in the afternoon, this full meditation for 2 weeks. After which, we will learn the quick seal for a daily practice. Okay, I'm going to turn down meditation music now as you come back to the room that you're in. There's a lot of visualization involved in this one, and that's why I recommend the visual YouTube videos that I have pinned in the chat. Okay. So now I would like to introduce, I'm going really quickly, but I want you all to know that this process, we take our time with it. It's a daily practice. In 2 weeks, we'll visit the quick seal and we'll be adapting the practice. That meditation style will be repeated again and again with other visual symbols as well. It will be something that you get used to in the way that you visualize those steps down through the center channel, into Earth's core, back up, right? So we're activating the aspects of our Kathara grid that were dormant. So that's what we're doing here. Psonn of Lyra. Okay. Psonn, P-S-O-N-N, is an Anuhazi term that was the original word for song. So that's what that means. It is the song or Psonn of Lyra. We call it the invocation of the Maharata. Before you begin this, you will say the title, and then you will begin. So you start by saying the invocation of the Maharata, the Psonn of Lyra, and then you can begin to sing. Now, I'm not going to speak, I'm going to sing this song, because for me, when I was learning these songs, I couldn't just speak them. I had to sing them right away for me to remember. Singing helps you remember things. So the translation is here at the bottom, and then we will end it with the statement on the bottom. Okay. From this still point of my wholeness and manifest decision, I decree in sovereign Christic knowing, here expressed at my command, the divine will and intention of the one self that is one God, the one self that is one God, this I am. Sometimes I will sing this song when I am doing the meditation in my visualization to bring it all together. You either want to sing this before or after or during to invoke the Maharata, which is the frequency that we just pulled up into our system. So with one thing about singing this language, this is Anuhasi. And whenever you have a capital, it is just like the alphabet letter sounds. So a capital A is A. A capital B is B, right? Etc. You will notice the pattern here. So I'm going to sing slowly and you can repeat after me. The first line. Maharata Kumbhai and then your name. Nikki. Innevokai un iblium by vectai. And repeat. Innevoki un iblium by vectai. The next line. Maha by vectai un ure unamur. Again. Ma'a by vectai un ure unamur. Make sure the pronunciation is correct. Ur namur. Istai unte isa traja heera. That one's a little tricky. Iste unte isa traja heera. Next line. Petate ashalum. Petate ashalum. Taeja ntedoe. Taeja ntedoe. Shadayur akumtan. Akumtan. Shadayure akumtan. Okay. I'm going to sing it through all the way. You can join me. And this is how I did it. I just sang along, reading it. I made notes. I printed it out and made notes about pronunciation of certain parts that didn't seem intuitive with how it's written. And just kept practicing. And when you sing this, you will feel very, very good. It's a wonderful way to start your day to sing the Psonn of Lyra. Maharata Kumbhai Vectas Nikki. Innevokai uniblium by vectai. Maha by vectai unure unam ur. Iste unte isa traja heera. Petate ashalum taeja intadoe. Shadayure akumtan akumtan. Shadayure akumtan akumtan. Shadayure akumtan. You sing that last part 3 times. Okay. And then I hope I can get to the bottom of this. I can't read it with my screen. But you would read the bottom part as well. And so that is the invocation of the Maharata. Definitely bring it into your daily practice. I can provide the song that somebody professionally recorded in our Telegram chat so you can listen to it and sing along, print this out, practice. That's exactly how I have done it. I listen to other people and how they sing it. And I learned how the pronunciation goes. So I just made it on repeat. And I actually set it as my alarm song. So I wake up to it, which is nice. And so this is something that you should embody on a daily with your meditation. If you are experiencing discomfort, anxiety, stress, you're concerned, you have worries, you feel like perhaps maybe you're being energetically attacked or you don't feel safe, this is where I would bring you to. Please sing this song out loud. It must be sung out loud. Okay, with your vocal cords and your voice, you bring that resonant frequency of the scalar template into your morphogenetic template, and then you're recreating your morphogenetic template, which is recreating your reality, and you're commanding your center. When you bring up the Maharic shielding technique, a lot of things happen. You're regenerating, you're healing, you're bringing Christos frequencies into your body. You're preparing yourself for a spiritual process that you're doing. Maybe you're healing somebody else or you're sending out a prayer. You want to do this first. You want to sing this song and do that Maharic shielding technique, which will also protect your fields from and burn away that dark negative infiltration and clear the miasms that we have in our body. And so I won't get into this too much, but the cooling sensation of this pale silver light burns the things that shouldn't be in your system as a Christos being that you are. Okay. Do you have any questions? I'm here if you have any questions. Right. I'm going to now share the, I believe it's called the Epsilon disengagement field technique. So this technique is very short. I'm not going to do a long meditation like before. This one is very short and brief and to the point. What it does is it clears away some of that, 4D astral implant infiltration concern. It will also clear away any dark infiltration, or in addition to that, it will also protect you from harmful frequencies. And so as we know, we have technologies that are on this planet that we did not bring here or create that are harming us. There are technologies like pulse technologies that we have in the grid and other such technologies that scan our biofield, that implant us. And so to protect us from those harmful technologies, this symbol code, which is a Greek alphabet, will help clear that away. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through the meditation, and I will also put this in our Telegram chat. So I'm going to pull the actual document that I think I will share with you with this symbol. You visualize this golden symbol. Okay, so what we're going to do, oh yeah, so here we go. Here's a bit more detail. This technique is also useful in blocking disharmonic disease-causing frequencies of UHF, ULF, and electromagnetic emanations and energetic transmissions, such as those used in HARP, EMP, and scalar pulse technologies. So we want this to be part of our practice. Visualize the Epsilon symbol, which is this gold frequency, which is the 8th dimension, stationed at the pineal gland in the center of the brain. You can do this with eyes open or eyes closed. Inhale. Breathe to move the symbol down the central vertical current of the body to the base of the spine in the tailbone. That is where the dormant Kundalini life force energies are stored. Breathe for a little bit normally while you visualize the symbol inside the tailbone, and then mentally or out loud, repeat 3 times. Epsilon, Phi, Beta, Phi. Epsilon, Epsilon, Phi, Beta, Phi, Epsilon, Phi, Beta, Phi. This mantra translates into mathematical electrical instructions for the body's scalar template. Use the next inhale breath to draw up the Epsilon symbol, up the central vertical current of the body to the 4th heart chakra. Exhale, breathe normally, visualizing the symbol inside the 4th heart chakra. Again, Epsilon, Phi, Beta, Phi, Epsilon, Phi, Beta, Phi, Epsilon, Phi, Beta, Phi. And when you exhale your breath, expand the image from out of the 4th heart chakra into your bioenergetic field surrounding the entire body like an egg of energy. Again, a deep breath. Epsilon, Epsilon, Phi, Beta, Phi, Epsilon, Phi, Beta, Phi, Epsilon, Phi Beta Phi. Now exhale, push more energy from the fourth chakra into the image of the Epsilon symbol surrounding the body and make it glow bright gold. Nice and bright, shining and beaming and pulsing in this bright gold color. Again, Epsilon, Phi Beta Phi, Epsilon, Phi Beta Phi, Epsilon, Phi Beta Phi, and imagining that the symbol is energizing around your body. Now focus your attention at the pineal gland and once more visualize the Epsilon gold symbol in the pineal and repeat 3 times again. Epsilon, Phi Beta Phi, Epsilon, Phi Beta Phi, Epsilon, Phi Beta Phi. And now put this symbol out of the pineal gland into the bioenergetic field around the head. Let it dissipate and disappear. Very simple, brief meditation. Okay. I think that concludes it. I wanted it to be about an hour to go through the 12 attitudes of mastery, right? And responsibilities of mastery. I wanted to go through the Maharic shielding technique and the Psonn of Lyra. And I wanted to go into the Epsilon technique. So all 3 of these need to be practiced daily. And like I said, the Maharic meditation 2 to 3 times a day in full until we go into the technique that makes it shorter. It will be your daily practice moving forward. And then the Epsilon technique, if you feel you need additional protection against harmful technologies that we are surrounded by, that is where I would direct you. And so that would be your daily practice, practicing the singing the Psonn of Lyra, the daily mantra meditations on the 12. And then we can reconvene next week to touch base on where we're at and how things are feeling. I would like to introduce to you more Psonns that are very activating, very healing of your DNA, that feel extraordinarily good when you sing them. And they're tools that you can sing anytime that you feel you need a lift or you need protection or you need to bring in more Christos awareness into your body. So these are some of the techniques that I recommend we start with. At the same time, I highly recommend that you still continue to study the freedom teachings as you feel you need.